Sea Viper character guide, the official character guide, just released here from Capcom. Let's see what we can learn about Sea Viper in Street Fighter 6. Sea Viper is a character that confuses opponents with crafty mobility and overwhelms them with an offense that incorporates her high jump. Super jump. And the cancels. The array of devices she has at her disposal lets her attack from a distance and close gaps quickly with moving attacks. These mark her as a character with a deadly offense. Seismo, Burn Kick, Thunder Knuckle, Thunder Dash, excuse me, get it correct. She is able to dictate the pace of the fight by incorporating feints and high jumps into her offense. That was, okay, let's see what they're demoing here. So they're doing high jump cancel, Seismo feint to fake you out, so that's done. I believe the feints can now be performed by pressing any kick, so you do DP with a punch button, then press kick to cancel the Seismo, so you don't get the ground pound fireball. Then here is a high jump forward. You're going to see the red sparks indicate that she's super jumping here to get more momentum, and then cancel that into OD burn kick. And then crouching heavy. That's going to be a Thunder Dash feint right there to get extra frame advantage to go in for the grab. So you can see all these mechanics tying together for the flow of her offense. Thunder Dash. Get it right. It's not Thunder Knuckle. It is Thunder Dash. Deliver an electric shock to an opponent using a special gadget hidden in Sea Viper's gloves. The strength of the input will determine the angle and the distance traveled. Yeah, light goes under fireballs. Medium goes forward. Heavy for DP. The heavy version jumps into the air while attacking, making it your go-to anti-air attack. Yeah. We know. That's classic. Comes out quick as a wink. What are you trying to call me? And can combo from light attacks, but can be countered if block. Careful use is recommended. Okay, so it's a conversion from lights now. That typically wasn't the case before. So light conversion to knockdown. Every version can transition to the tracer combination. It will use a stock of drive gauge, but you'll be rewarded with more damage. Use it when you know you'll hit. Yeah, basically they gave this tracer combination an extension from her Thunder Dash and also from her Burn Kick as a way to get knockdowns for a bar from these special moves. So it helps to continue the offense. Better Oki and pressure. Cute little trick is to perform feint just as a move is being performed. Mix in real attacks with feints to keep your target on their toes. Overdrive covers more ground than the light and medium versions, making it easier to use. Doesn't go that far, though. The EX version in Street Fighter 4 goes literally full screen. It travels further than medium version with less risk. On top of additional damage, consult with your drive gauge handler on how to use it effectively. Oh, so it might be something you could throw out as a forward advancing move on block. Like a Burn Knuckle from Terry. You see there, it's safe there to Chun-Li, crouching light kick. And what did it combo from? And combos from crouching medium. Burning kick. Scorch the opponent with a flaming kick using a special gadget. Whoa, I don't read that fast. Hidden in Sea Viper shoes, useful for controlling space, surprising your opponent, or for use in combos. The light, medium, and heavy versions all travel varying distances. Ascertain the distance between you and an opponent before performing this move. Yeah, it's going to affect the distance. Also, the light one they mentioned causes her momentum to drop. She can, like, fall and do fake cross-ups with the light version. You won't be countered attacked even if it's blocked, so use it in conjunction with regular moves to hit with just the tip of the attack. You won't be counter-attacked even if it's blocked. Why are they suggesting me to hit it with the tip of the attack? Are they implying that it can be made plus? When the attack hits, use a stock of drive gauge to follow up with knuckled pursuit or double burn. Yeah, the knuckled pursuit is like the tracer combination, go for knockdown. And the double burn, the kick there, that they mentioned that in the Steam blog post. I think this might be plus on block when they're in burnout. This is safe. So this might be plus on block when they're in burnout. So you can spend a bar to get in, burn kick in, and go for the kick, the double burn ender, and maybe keep the pressure going. So that might be something to abuse against an opponent in burnout. They said it's plus period. Let's see. They didn't say it's plus period. That's not what they said. Unless I'm really misremembering that, I'm fairly certain they said it's safe on block. If Sea Viper is feeling extra hot, she can follow up burning kick with double burn, a flaming kick with both legs that is plus on block. Oh, did they change that? I'm going crazy. I'm having a Mandela effect moment here. That's sick though. Okay, she just gets in. It's just plus. Obviously, Capcom changed this after the fact to make me look a fool here. How dare they? All right, good call out. Yeah, so plus one block period. So you just get in for a bar? If the attack is blocked, follow up with double burn so that you can move first and continue the offensive. Wait, so is there a gap there? Oh, there's a gap. Okay, so it's not a block string. They just showed that right there with the fact that they block the first hit and then get hit by the second hit. So they're just demoing that it's not a block string, which is good. That means you can potentially perfect parry it or anti-air. Like if you have a DP, you're going to be able to interrupt this. So there is going to be counterplay. You can't just use this all the time. So parry or reversal or invincible anti-air, but they're going to show here going for light here. So yeah, +1 or +2 there. Leap forward while hitting multiple times. For the overdrive version, it comes out faster and has more range, giving it better combo potential. Shit's fast as hell. Doesn't seem to be airborne like a big property or big technique. Common application people had for Sea Viper with their burn kick was wake up burn kick, including OD wake up burn kick. It was common to just go for that on wake up as an option to beat crouch tech pressure and throw pressure, low pressure in general. Like it was just an option to mix in. Sea Viper had so many wake up options: backdash, wake up invincible DP, wake up burn kick. So it doesn't seem to be airborne, so it's not going to have that similar sort of mind game on defense. But it seems very fast startup. A burning kick performed in the air, useful for using the momentum of your jump to launch an offensive. The light version drops you straight down, while the medium and heavy versions maintain your jump momentum. Use this knowledge to truly screw around with your opponent's radar. Yeah, light's just going to drop you. So you can see here, just drops you in front. Fake cross-up time. That's medium, a little bit more forward, but still kind of a downward trajectory. Yeah, heavy takes you a little bit further. Crossed. Perform the heavy version immediately after a high jump can be potent. Ambush opponents from afar or unleash it at close range and attack them from behind. Yeah, look at the range on this. If you pair it with double burn plus frames, just like instantly. Woo! You're in. How did this cross up look? Cross up from crouching medium kick range. No problem. She walked in a little bit. Like crouching medium punch range. Overdrive, it descends with the same trajectory as the heavy version, but with more damage output. Use it when you need to squeeze out every last drop of damage. Yeah, seems like a common part of her routing now is after the Seismo jump cancels, you do jump medium to burn kick. They showed that off in the gameplay trailer a lot. Seismic hammer. Send shockwaves through the ground using a gadget hidden in Sea Viper's gloves. Useful for controlling space, and in combos it can also be canceled using a high jump. They get to show off the Seismo pressure from full screen. Clench those cheeks, bad guys. Excuse me, Miss Viper. Because this baby can send shockwaves from a distance. The attack point is determined by whether you use light, medium, or heavy. Either aim for an opponent directly or when predicting their next move. Damn. I like the animation on the impact on the ground. You can also cancel the attack by performing a feint if you anticipate them jumping to avoid the hammer. Feint and attack to nail them to the ground. Yes, ma'am. Attack comes out faster, making it good for surprise attacks and comboing from medium attacks. What was this combo? Hold up. What do we got here? OD, Seismic Hammer, high jump cancel. I'm assuming heavy burn kick right there. Heavy Thunder Dash into Tracer combination follow-up for the knockdown. High jump consumes one stock of drive gauge, but can be used in the blink of an eye. Use it after a normal attack or Seismic Hammer to give you the kind of mobility other fighters would die for. For example, you can perform Seismic Hammer into a high jump, then quickly unleash an aerial burning kick, then connect with the combo if it hits, or continue on the attack if it's blocked. Yep. Seismo super jump cancel. High jump can be activated directly after all normal attacks except for crouching heavy kick. Too tough for you? Heh, no one said that the game was easy. Time to get more training in, Capcom. This isn't like you. Have they heard the feedback? Pretty sure people say that. Yeah. Actually, many people have said that. They feeling called out after 2x KO? Yeah, actually, many people have said that the characters are too easy. Many people have said that. Okay, they showed Seismo. Jump cancel to Seismo. Seismo pressure. So heavy punch. What was the sequence here? Hold on. Let's do this one slow-mo. So crouching medium kick, high jump cancel. Heavy punch. Is heavy punch not special cancelable? Because they're going for a high jump cancel here. We'll slow this down. Show this sequence real quick. So they get over here. This is heavy punch. Not into special cancel. That's a high jump cancel for a bar. Into the Seismo. So maybe like Tiger Knee Seismo to get the jump cancel into the Seismo. And then Seismo, they jump cancel Seismo into the next one. Classic Sea Viper Seismo pressure here. We were practicing that in Street Fighter 4 the other day. So they're showing that this technique is back. You're going to be able to do Seismo feints and Seismo ground pound pressure with jump cancels like in Street Fighter 4. They're confirming that. Focus Force. This is the most interesting addition to the kit, I think. Produce a protective barrier in front of you, absorb an opponent's strike attack, or release the button to perform the attack. It can be canceled while held forward with a dash. So this is her focus attack function here. This is an attack I love to save for when the time is right. It has armor properties, which means you can take a hit. How does the shield look? Yeah, we didn't get to see the shield held. Looks pretty sick. Looks pretty sick. If you hold down the attack, the armor time is also extended, and you'll be in more advantageous situations afterwards. This is best used for when you know a big attack is coming. Yeah, so you get a crumple if it hits at a certain point. Just like focus attack. And that's the basic combo we've been seeing. One more thing, you can dashboard while holding the attack. This will let you find openings to close the gap, or absorb a projectile and then rush in. It's a focus attack. It's very interesting. The timing for absorbing attacks is faster and damage is pumped up. Look for chances to score a punish counter to get a huge return on investment. Yeah, so what's interesting about this is, or what will be interesting, is understanding what frames you get armor on this or not. So this is a very tight string. Not that tight though. Like it's not a 1 or 2 frame gap. There's definitely a gap there. At least a 3 frame gap is what I would guess. I don't know off the top of my head. So maybe it's frame 3 armor for the OD version. I do not believe the crouch heavy for Chun-Li into DI hits on frame 2 or faster. But I don't know if they're being precise with this. Also, what up, Barbar? Limit decoupler, level 1. Push Sea Viper's heels to near overload before attacking. You can perform... Oh, yo, I am illiterate. Slow down. You can perform high jumps or special attack follow-ups for a short time after this without using the drive gauge. Yeah. All those 1-bar extensions become free. This is your ride or die when it comes to anticipating an opponent's jumps or closing out combos. After the attack, my gadget's performance will be boosted, so you won't need to rely on drive so much. I hope this is more successful than Mai's level 1. And I think it will be. You know, the concept of Mai originally in our heads, I think in a lot of the community's head, was focus on getting level 1 and then play like a cool set play mix fireball character. She ended up being just way too linear, and then the level 1 was just like this icing on the cake of this oppressive linear Street Fighter 6 character with broken projectile that allowed her extra turns, right? It just ended up being overbearing with her existing game plan. This enhances Sea Viper's game plan, but Sea Viper's game plan relies on using the drive gauge to enhance your techniques to try to overload the opponent with your offense in terms of mix, and also requires more execution and planning. And I don't think it's going to be oppressive, but it's not going to be as degenerate as this fireball is on screen. Now Mai gets 2 chances to mix your shit. Whereas this is Sea Viper's offense is a lot more interactive. Yeah, you're guessing. Yeah, she's mobile. but it's not just fireball on screen, you block, and she gets to mix you, and you hold that. So I feel like I'm more optimistic that this will be more interesting game plan where Viper players would actually want to route to level 1 frequently in order to do more Viper things, but in a way where you feel hype about it and are just like, oh great, the projectiles are even more brainless. Won't her not building meter be a big issue? Yes, I guess you're correct about that, because it's not the flame stocks. When my installs, she has a separate stock mechanic, which means that she's able to immediately start building back level 1. That is a good thing to point out, a big difference here. Sea Viper is an install super, which uses the super timer, which locks you out from building super meter. So if you look at an install super like Blanca, for example, the timer prevents you from building super during the active period. So yeah, she's going to build less meter, because while the level 1 is active, she's not building super meter. So it prevents her from getting access to it too much, where Mai doesn't have that issue. And it doesn't seem to deplete. It doesn't deplete when you use the 1 bar extensions. It actually freezes the timer. So let's go through the sequence here. Crouching heavy punch, Seismo, super jump cancel, high jump cancel to burn kick, level 1 juggle extension. Solid damage on that. Now none of these use drive gauge. So let's look at the combo. I'm going to slow this down. So she's going to go for jump. Is it cross up heavy kick? No, cross up. Yeah, cross up heavy kick, by the way. Crouch heavy, thunder dash feint, crouching medium, OD Seismo, super jump, high jump cancel to burn kick. DP, tracer combination follow-up, and all that is free from the drive gauge except for the OD Seismo, and she starts building back drive gauge because she didn't do any drive rush cancels in the middle of that combo conversion. You can use a high jump or a follow-up attack even while in burnout, but the rest of the timer will be used in exchange. Pick your timing carefully to have a chance to get out of a bind. Yeah, what are they going to show here? So you get one opportunity to use a high jump cancel or a Seismo or thunder dash feint. So how is that going to like be the difference maker for you if you're in burnout versus the opponent? I don't know if that's the difference maker. What is her combo going to be when you're in burnout? It does seem like her B&B routes require meter. I was thinking like button into super jump cancel out of the corner. I agree, Peter. That was what I was thinking. But her showing them showing this, that didn't get the gears turning. Mission complete. An attack that makes full use of Sea Viper's gadgets, a highly versatile move, useful in combos or for turning the tables on your opponent. This is going to be her level 2. It has invincibility built into it. OD burn kick to level 2. The feints don't cost bar. Oh yeah, excuse me, you're right. Sorry, it's only the super jump cancels and the tracer combination extensions. Correct. I misspoke. The feints are for free. You are correct. My apologies. Lift your opponent high in the air before driving them into the ground. Useful in combos or for turning the tables on your opponent from a short range. Okay, so they're already implying it doesn't have much horizontal range for level 3. When you need that big win, this is the asset you want on your side. You're guaranteed huge damage from this, and it works well as a combo ender. Why was everyone saying that Sea Viper gets punched in her own level 3? Oh, right there. It's quick, though. Listen, she gets punched, yes, but it's not like she's taking damage here. She tanks the hit. She's like, whatever, that tickled. Nice try. Yeah, I think it makes it more dynamic and interesting. Oh, we're getting the CA? I think I saw this in the CPU matches. Does she get punched again with the CA? What up, Eris? We're just watching ladies shock each other.
Bitch, I live in a fucking trash can.
What up, Jam Crofts? Bro, remember when Viper fought Cammy in the anime Among Us? Yeah, why did they bring that one back? Her Viper's CA looked a little different in the anime. I don't know. I think she went for a critical hit in the anime. I'm curious why that wasn't part of the gameplay in this one. Thanks to the big 101. What up, Eris? Hopefully you had a good stream. What was Eris playing? I saw him live earlier. Has he got on that Mega Bonk game? Is that what it's called? I can't tell if he hated it or... Oh, that's what he was playing. Okay. I gotta check the VODs. I was just thinking that seems like an Eris game. He's bonking off hard. Well, good for him. Good for him. No, not Sleep Timer. Let's slow this shit down. We're just reviewing the Sea Viper gameplay trailer, and then there's a little 2XKO dev blog post, and then we're gonna check out some fighting game trailers, or not fighting game trailers, fighting game character reveal trailers, because I feel like it. That's kind of the plan, everyone from Eris' stream. So thanks for stopping by. Appreciate the raid again. So she still fights back. Oh, she gets a whole palm to the face in this one. Elbow to the neck. I think she was about to gouge her eyes out. Just like... I don't know. There's a critical point right there. You could send the current straight through the eyeballs. This is borderline fatality? Kinda. Are you okay back there, Cammy? Interesting pose. I think they knew what they were doing. Brian, did you know you could use Shift plus left arrow, right arrow to slow down, speed up the video? No. I also didn't know I could use any keyboard shortcuts to navigate my web browser experience. I had no idea. I also didn't know that I could use the mouse wheel to scroll up and down the page, or press the buttons on the keyboard to make letters appear. It's very amazing what technology can do these days. Every time I do one of my browser videos, everyone loses their mind when I click on the tabs. The top comment every time I do any content where I'm like clicking through tabs, they're like, "Oh, did you know you could shift tab it?" And I'm like, brother, I don't want to use keyboard shortcuts when I'm doing live presentations. It's always the top comment. I hover when I'm doing these things. Before I go to the next slide, I'm hovering to stall so my brain can think of what's next and what to fill the airwaves with. All I can think is, please, if you leave that comment on one of my YouTube videos, if you want to control tab through all your tabs, go right ahead. Go right ahead. We'll see if your presentation is engaging and that your thoughts are coherent and they flow and they keep the audience entertained. We'll see. It's like the most upvoted comment every single time, and I'm like, dude, I can go here, see the preview, and remember what the hell is next. Just accept you do it for YouTube engagement. I wish I could embrace it. I wish.